Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Thursday, April 4th, 2024. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Share the content, if you would, with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start once again with this image here. We've slipped into the 1% zone. There could be a green line rather than a red line. There's a red line below that black line, but we got to have a green line above that black line indicating the 1% zone for buying. So we've slipped into that certainly this week. 167.19 is our primary support as we move through the second quarter, even into later year, and above which, rather than once tested, because I do consider having tested it essentially, holding above 167.19. We'll keep this channel top in reach in the low 200s right now over the next possibly within 3 to 5 months. But what I do think is likely that over the next month or two at the most, we can round up into this 183.40 region, which is dropping about $1.30 a week. And in fact, on the daily chart is already at 182.81. So this is the formation that I think is a realistic 1 to 2 month target. Could be sooner. The sooner would begin to reveal itself with a settlement today above 172.38. 172.38 can contain daily buying pressures. And from here, this is a good 3 to 5 day swing trade, by the way. I'm keeping it as a session containment level rather than a 3-star weekly resistance because we're just coming off of long-term support. I know we haven't tested it to the very tick, but we've slipped into the zone. And so I have to respect the market's ability now for meaningful recovery. Maybe not sudden. It could take some time, but I will say that if we close today above 172.38, that does accelerate a bit. Within a week or two, I would expect 178.52. And over the next 2 to 3 weeks, this area converges anyway. 182.81 is dropping at a pretty decent pace, 178.52 at a very modest pace. It's more horizontal than 182.81. This area all comes together pretty much in the third week of April. And so closing today above 172.38, over the next couple of weeks, we can push into this zone. It will be sort of delivered to you, if you will, as a range of resistance, a narrowing range of resistance. Closing above 172.38, I see no good reason to be short Apple, really on all time horizons, because we've already essentially tested long-term support this week, 167.19. At the low is in the 168 handle, 168.32. I'm going by memory. I could be wrong. And so we have essentially tested long-term support, 172.38 in reach over the next day or two, possibly today, where we could top out for the day, potentially into next week. I would rather have you play the long side, though, with a settlement above 172.38, or at least you're willing to reverse aggressively. If you sell 172.38, we can fall back into the 167.19 area within several days, but closing above 172.38, you should reverse, go long, expecting 178.52 within a week, 2 at the very most. This is probably more like a 1-week play, and that is then the beginning of this range up to 182.81. On the weekly chart, it comes in at 183.40. That will be the real number, actually. I'll use the weekly resistance level. But if tested over the next few weeks, can absorb buying into May, possibly through May trade. And from this formation, we could fall back within a month or two into the upper 160s. We could fill this wedge out for the next couple of months. It would be a settlement above 183.40 at the end of a week, and that's dropping weekly. It will be in the mid 170s before we know it. That would signal a meaningful gains as we move move through the rest of the second quarter into that low 200 area, which I consider in reach anyway over the next 3 to 5 months or so. Did I cover the upside pretty well today? I think I have. This is another view of that on the daily chart. It's 167.13. And now we're coming into the end of the week. I don't see a settlement today below 167.19, but you never know. It may happen. If we close today below 167.19, we could, by Friday's close, fall into the 161.88 to 163.29 region. We could bounce off of here nicely for 3 to 5 days, back into the 167 handle within a full week of trade. We could fill this widening wedge out for several weeks perhaps, but quite honestly, it would be a weekly settlement at 165.52 this week. That is to say 1% below the 167.19 formation. That would set off a 3 to 5 month sell signal down to 136.59. So if we close tomorrow, the week itself 165.52 or lower, any out of the money calls you have, I think, should be liquidated, and in turn you may reach for 137, 138 strike out of the money puts that don't expire. I would go a full year out on this. This is a 3 to 5 month play. If I tell you go 6 months out on a cheaper put, you still could see it expire to almost nothing by the time you reach it. So there's that. I think I pretty much wrapped it up. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We offer 2 stock picks a week and the Daily SPY and Daily Triple Q. You're missing a lot without subscribing to wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Friday's Apple report. You have a great day.